Lead. Lead is a commonly used compound around the world. You'll find it in so many things, such as roofs, windows, paint glaze, decoration, and batteries. The reason lead is used in so many different things is because of its properties. Lead is malleable, it's waterproof and won't corrode in harsh climates and weather conditions, it's dense, and it's an easy-to-come-by resource as it's not hard to get and it's relatively cheap. Lead doesn't react much with other materials, so it's perfect for building with. It won't burn and it has a low melting point. Having a low melting point opens lots of opportunities for the creation of other things using lead. The properties of lead are closely grouped with those of mercury and copper. Lead is used more commonly because lead is a lot easier to use and manipulate physically, and mercury and copper are just a lot more expensive. Lead is the 36th most abundant element in Earth's crust, and it's not hard to mine at all. In the past, lead has been used in different types of cosmetics and used to build pipes. People originally thought lead was perfect for these things, but they came to the realization recently that lead has had devastating health effects. When lead was used for pipes, traces of it got into our drinking water, which caused many people to get lead poisoning. Lead poisoning happens because lead absorbs very slowly. Our body has no way of getting rid of lead in our system or bodies, so it ends up building up. Lead poisoning is very serious business. It can cause loss of appetite, sickness, convulsions, and can lead to possible permanent brain damage. In the beginning of the 20th century, researchers found 77 occupations with the risk of getting lead poisoning. This was a huge shock to society. Immediately, people started to research the lead in their homes and communities. This was a huge shock to the economy of the pipe companies as well, as you would guess. Suddenly, everything switched and nobody wanted lead pipes anymore. People came to the shocking realization that for years we'd been poisoning ourselves without knowing it. A few years ago, you might remember at school when everyone was told not to drink the water. That's because our pipes are made of lead and we have the risk of getting lead poisoning. Isn't that so fun? Lead was one of the earliest metals discovered. It was already in common use by 3000 BC. Ancient Egyptians were most likely to be the first extractors of the element, but it's not known who the actual first person was to discover it. The name of lead comes from the Latin word plumbum. Plumbum means lead, hence the symbol of Pb for plumbum. The chemical symbol of lead is Pb. It's one of the rare elements on the periodic table with a symbol that doesn't fully associate with its regular name. The atomic number of lead is 82, while the atomic mass is around 207. This means that this element has 82 protons, 82 electrons, and around 125 neutrons. And if you do the math, that leaves you with 4 valence electrons. An easy way to find your number of valence electrons is by drawing a Bohr-Rutherford diagram like this one. If you're looking for lead on the periodic table, it is found in group number 14, period 6. This element is under the basic metals grouping. In order to get lead metal by itself, you must first mix together lead oxide and lead sulfide. Lead mines are often found in 4 main regions: the US, Russia, Australia, and right here in Canada. Sometimes lead is obtained straight from lead ore in different mines, but most commonly, lead is reused and found in recycled products like old batteries. Lead smelting is extremely harmful to the environment though. This smelting, as you could think, is a major cause of air pollution. Along with air pollution, it is known to cause acid rain. The compounds found in lead can be toxic to wildlife and nature. Smelting of lead has damaged huge ecosystems and habitats, and it's practically irreversible after it happens. This is all because of inefficient mining. I know this was a long video, but I do hope you learned something. Just to leave you with one fun fact before you go, did you know that pencils don't actually use lead at all? Yeah, pencil lead is actually made from a form of carbon called graphite. If a pencil actually contained real lead, it would be a lot heavier to pick up, as it's a lot denser and heavier than graphite. So that's all, and I hope you learned something from this presentation.